Welcome back to Juicy News. 66,000 American dollars. How you like that, Ponzi, baby dolls? You like that, huh? Welcoming you. Please take a seat over there. The Bears have been mobbed. Yes, I do have a new prop, friends. A giant lollipop. Okay? We're going to be having a lot of fun. You could suck on that if you don't like getting long. The greatest performing asset class. That's right, I said it. A Ponzi asset class, but an asset class nonetheless in human history. Bitcoin still retains its green emoji here, as you can see, friends. But Ethereum, I'm still keeping it as a brown shoe for obvious reasons. So let's get through to the most important thing, friends. I mean, we're gonna crank the music. I'm gonna have to continue the mood because Mr. Russell 2000, have a look at his green candle of friendship. Look at Mr. Russell 2000. Look what he's done. Mr. Russell 2000, once again, is absolutely cranky G.
If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. If you want me to stay, we'll always be. If you want me to stay, love and thirsty. If you want me to stay, if you want me to stay, I'll never leave you.
He's ready to crank. Mr. Russell. Now, if we're looking at the rest of the crypto industry, friends, we can just summarize it by the others BTC ratio, which we watch very closely. Here we are today. We're looking at that. And it's still moving along its sideways range. And obviously, everyone is waiting. Please give us that flip. Be careful what you wish for, because if you do get that flip, it's actually the beginning of the end. You got about 100 days. And I don't think you're going to be ready. But hey, in 100 days, from March, April, May, around that zone, I mean, we went from just seeing Doge and SHIB go up to full-on dog season and all the other things that were moving alongside with it. Now, we got some obvious things that we're waiting for as well. Here we have the Bitcoin dominance still at 58%. What can we do about that? Not much. You're just going to have to let the market do its thing. The weekly chart for Bitcoin looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at that, friends. Talk about it did not get you to close. You remember, friends, look at this. It closed here. So you have a fake out, okay, pretty much. Then you had to get long, cut and reverse. Then you had to get short, cut and reverse. Then you had to get long. Then you had to get short. You had to get long, but you're not out. Look at that. It did not close under that 21 EMA. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth time lucky. Remember I said you got to go all in. You got to go all in on this one. I said don't go all in, but you have to go all in. Well, here it is. I mean, got the final people out. But I shouldn't laugh, friends. Do you remember that guy? A guy lost $15 million here. He actually lost $15 million here. Or around here, I think. I think it was around here, yeah. Oh, man, he put... I don't even know how he got 15 million. But yeah, he's on Hyperliquid. It's not fake. It's real. It's on-chain. It's all provable. He lost 15 million. Doing a turbo Bitcoin long. Oh my gosh, dude. He did a 13x leverage. I think it was about maybe 8x. 8x leverage, bro. 15 million, 8x leverage. Like literally just a 10 to 12% drop in Bitcoin. You're gone. By the way, he put on a long again, but I think he's only got like $180,000 left. So, I mean, like, oh man, I don't know what you do at that point. We were blessed by Jim Cramer, friends, but you know, it's still going to require an emphatic push towards that $69,000 mark. I'm quite confident of this now. Now that we've done this much time in this zone here, I'm very confident, friends. In the next bear, okay, so see this channel here? See pretty much this channel here? I think this is that next floor. I think once we finally clear this way up, wherever we go, you don't know how high we're going to go. Wherever we come back, this is that floor, you know? And if you want to match out to be perfect from the past cycles, it's possible Bitcoin hits 250, drops 70%, and it lands around there. So it's kind of like, see around this channel here, you go beep, 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 around here. So yeah, it kind of lands around there. And then everyone calls it a scam. Maybe Rocco Negro says, hey, we're actually going to fall, get Bitcoin or whatever. You know, I'm just throwing this stuff out here because it's all about the price moving first, friends. And then the narrative follows later. It also looks very nice and juicy, friends, on that monthly chart for Bitcoin. Remember, this is my big rectangle box. I don't know where we're going to land. I'm praying we land towards the top, but technically we can land anywhere. I mean, like, who's to say we even have to land anywhere? I mean, you could just do the biggest round the top of all time. Just to let you know, friends, if you want to know. So I always think about what's our weak point. I'll tell you what our weak point is. Our weak point is a rounded top. That's it. Our weak point is around the top. Do you see how we had a round the top here? And we had all these seasons and everything coming out here? Yeah, well, I'm just telling you now, if we do a round the top, no one knows when the hell it ends. There's going to be like season 1, season 2, season 3. Everyone's like, what the hell are these seasons? And like, that's pretty much the end. Now, you might say, oh, that's easy. Chill out. Because you think it has to round off at 200,000. What if it rounds off at 120,000? All right, what if it rounds off here? It's like, wait a minute. The seasons can't be over. Bitcoin's only 110K. What if that happens? Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just showing you that you got to be turbo long altcoins. You have to, no matter what you do, because Bitcoin, yeah, power law model and strong to flow and all these other growth rates. I hope it does its move up. But to be honest, friends, when I calculated all the growth rates and everything myself, Bitcoin, technically, we don't even have to have euphoria next year. All right. But we are like mathematically programmed to be 260K by 2028 halvening. All right. So it's around here. All right. So normally, this is what normally happens, friends. We have a euphoria. We price it in. We come back down bear market. And then we're here by the next bear market. This is probably the next halvening. This is the next halvening. Okay. But what if we don't do that, man? What if we do that? What if we do it? That's possible. That's possible. So I'm just giving you different paths, man. And look, a lot of people, they're stuck in Bitcoin, stuck in Ethereum, stuck. But Ethereum's going to be all right. They're going to learn the hard way once again. You don't get a free lunch buying a blue chip index. You just don't. All right, you'll see. Now, in the most juiciest breaking news of all, friends, Dubai, Habibi, come to Dubai. They have started an official investigation. They're going after the cabal. Oh, yeah. They're going after the Crypto Cabal. The authorities announced they're going after the cabal of grifter scammers on Twitter. So do you remember, friends, wet ass pussy is Cardi B's token? Now, here's the thing. I checked its price chart, and it hasn't been doing too bad. So its market cap actually dumped a bit. It's about 15 million. Now, you know, look, this was funny. I bet the cabal was really waiting to just dump this. And then they found out that Dubai is investigating. They're like, oh, buy back in. No. We're doing this for real. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened when they started getting questioned and stuff. So I'm just going to show you more, but it's what's happening in the background, right? So this is like, it's not Cardi B's WAP coin. There's been like 30 of them, all the celebs, all the insiders, and I'll show you more. So I have all the information here. Shout out to Wazz Crypto, who's been investigating them. So you can see right now, the Dubai, the UAE Securities and Commodities Authority, and I'll just read for you all the information I have here, friends. So actually, first, they've got a lot of usernames who were caught by Wazz. It's so obvious. Just went to bubble maps. And friends, all these posts, like I'm just going to show you what they all do. It's all coordinated. I'll actually get Wazz's post up here, and you will see they all do the same post at the same time. It is all coordinated, and it's a plague on the crypto industry. But look at it. Friends, let's zoom in. This is what they are. Like this Sybil, this girl, friends, I've heard a lot of bad things on it. This person, I mean, I don't know what words do you have? The Crypto Award event gave her an award. And like I don't know anything about her, but I'm just seeing so many people say, known scammer, warning. It is an actual girl. I think it's probably paying for some titties or some lips done, you know. I don't know. I mean, like, it's typical standard girl stuff, but you're just robbing people. Look at all these WAP. Mass adoption this, mass adoption. Look at Cardi B engaging with all of us. They just do all these. This Spider, Crypto, his Cardi B, Quality Puss, Rex. So you just have all these people shilling it. He's this kook guy. There's this kook guy here. I've seen a lot about him. I don't know. It's one big hot ball of mess, okay? And like even Wazz says here, incredible how after the coin was basically dead after 3 days, everyone starts shilling it at the same time. So that's what they did here. You can actually see. So after it was dead for 3 days, they start shilling it at the same time. And amazing, the massive amount of tokens were sent out from this sniper wallet, $50,000 to $100,000 per wallet, hours just before that. So check it out, man. Like, see, it's coordinated, friends. It's coordinated to dump. Now, look, it's not about the dumping, man. It's not, friends. It's not about that dumping. It's about their intention. Their intention is to scam. Got it? Everybody dumps. They dump in bear. They dump in bull. You have life expenses. You want to play on a holiday? Sweet, man, that's fine. Dump. However, the difference between, say, friends, me, and our communities and everything we're involved in is we're not quitting in 72 hours. That's the difference. All right. These people, they're not in coins for 6 months, man. That friends, month, what's this word, month? What's this month word? I'll be dead by a month. That's how they think. Because they're scammers, because they're grifters. They're thinking in days. They're thinking, long-term roadmap. Okay, on day 4, we're going to shill and then dump. Day 7, we're going to do this. Day 8, and by day 10, there'll be something else. These people are very impulsive, if you notice. They're very impulsive. They have very impulsive characteristics. And they're just grifters. I'm glad UAE is doing something about it. So they could be jailed and fined, just to let you know. So if you're out there, one of the grifters, I mean, like, good luck. You're going to need a lot of it, man. I'm not lighting a candle for any of you because none of you deserve a candle whatsoever, all right? So you have name. I mean, I see this guy here, the Solstice. Now, it's funny, right? This is hilarious, man. So before he got caught, he was in Wazz's chat. That's why I have this hilarious post here. Look at this. Wazz Crypto. He said, look, $50,000 to $100,000 batches on average are flew out from the original snipers. The sniper wallets, okay? So what they do, friends, is they buy everything up, which, okay, you're meant to do that to protect against, like, people buying too much of your coin up, but then they're just sending out and dumping, all right? Look at this, look at this. He goes, look, he replies, amazing that your whole platform is built on fudding memes, yet this will go on to do 10x without you. I don't shield anything I don't believe can't move. So this is, friends, this is like a psychopath, sociopath, someone with no soul. So if you notice, the words are very carefully worded. I don't shield anything I don't believe can't moon. So, but you don't know what information they're looking at. They go, yeah, it can moon. It can moon. So what they're doing is they're sitting in a cabal room and they're like, oh, it can moon if these 30 people keep shilling every day. Yeah, it can. Not will moon. Because it never says that, right? It's can moon, right? My platform is not built on fighting memes. I hold memes and trade them. So this person got caught, is actually in the investigation, actually listed. So, I mean, like, man, I don't know. You better hope they don't find you and throw in some Dubai jail, man. It's pretty hot in there. As you can see, so all the names out here, friends, like they're all mentioned here. So you can see Sybil in here. You have all these people. I don't know who most of these people are. I just recognize this Solstice, this Kook. Sybil of Herd's a scammer. I mean, like, if you're all hanging together, like, that's friends, they don't invite me on. They don't invite me on. They just know I'm their kryptonite. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do great. Oh, what? You're leaving in 3 days? Right? They don't want me to ask that question. That's why I'll never be in there. You'll never be in there. You'll never be in there, right? The types of people that'll be in there, by the way, they are the types of people, they will accuse me or you of doing that stuff. Okay, they're the first ones to accuse. They project because they would do that. You know, it's interesting about, let's say there's 50 of us, 49 friends, everybody's on board. They say, thank you, Sami. I'm on your side. We're all in this together. Screw these grifters ruining the industry. We're here to win, long-term value creation, all of these. Yeah. Then there's one person who says, you know what? I've got to protect me and my family. I would dump on all these in a heartbeat. They're not doing anything wrong. I would do the same thing too. And I'm like, yeah. You're a soy boy little cuck and you have a scarcity mindset, and I already know you're going to jeet all your bags out at 2x. You'll probably never even hold to see any of your wallets at $1 million because you're so fixated on that number. I already know that type of person, character makeup, right? And then for every, say, 100 of those people, 99 don't know how to execute being evil. One of them are evil. They're evil enough that they are these people. So all these people, friends, they have mass followings. You know, they have 200,000, 300,000 people. I've got to tell you right as well, just to show you, man, this is how the grifting works, man. This is what they do. So let's look at one of them. Let's look at this Sybil ETH girl. Okay, if you go check her out, look, she has 160,000 followers. Okay, now what you can do is just a normal rate. So this is just what you can do is you just get 1% of her followers, full simps, or just people, they'll just ape anything. They'll ape anything straight away because they trust. They don't know, right? So if you do 1% of 161,000 people, you have 1,600 people. Now, friends, this is the interesting part. If you put in $500 of those people throwing into something, you have an $800,000 injection. You see that? You have $800,000 injection. So $800,000, friends, is equal to, you can get an 8 million market cap coin or a 16 million market cap coin. So just having this paid shill, okay, this like evil scammer, doing this. Do you see why they pay these people? That's how they work it out. They go, oh, you can attract $800,000 of capital, and then so basically what she does is she might dump like 300 grand of that. 300, 800. Now the other 500, 800 goes to everybody else, he's in the devs and the teams and stuff. So that's how they calculate all these. So they're yield farming their audience. That's why they're all evil. And all these common names, right? They've been covered as well. Shout out to Melar. Melar has covered a lot of these as well. Shout out to Melar. A lot of these people, friends, these are the real unsung heroes of crypto. They say, I'm here, I'm making everything fun. I've got a giant lollipop. We're here mogging non-believers. But also, friends, like, I love seeing this, but you can't let this get you down. It's going to happen. You can't do anything, okay? You can't be that cop who's like upset people are stealing. Dude, just assume that's it. Okay, the bottom 15% of society need to be just executed and just put in a rocket ship and just sent to the sun. Not even. Just don't even waste rocket fuel. Use it for something else. You already know that, but you already know that. Like, don't let it get to you. We focus on the positive. We focus on the stuff that can win. Focus on the unicorns. There's a Bitcoin. There's Ethereum. There's a Doge that exists. Okay, focus on our friendship. We found each other. Okay, my channel's growing. We're growing. The message is going to get out here, and everyone's going to start to think about things like an abundance mindset, right? A lot of people, they've been living their whole life with scarcity mindsets, not knowing there's a difference, all right? So I've opened your eyes to that. Now, friends, I have some juicy news coming up later, but we are appreciating right now that the S&P 500 is soaring to new highs, 5867, man. That's actually big. If you check out the S&P 500, it is doing some tremendous things. This is how the stock market goes. So, friends, when I was a young pup, when I used to see stocks going up, I would get nervous because I was a natural born fader, right? I was a natural born seller, right? So, this is when I'm in futures stuff, friends. Things don't go up only. This was pre-crypto days. So when I would see this thing, like, oh no, the big crash is gonna come up, but then you realize, oh no, this is safe mode. The stock market doing this, that's its safety. Okay, the danger of stocks comes at bottoms. That's the danger part. But with crypto, it's opposite, right? The volatility is on the upside, right? And then you're like, oh, we're going too high. But the stock market index doesn't do that. Everything is powering on. That's beautiful to see. See, friends, what I tell you that if America's probably not going to have a recession next year for the next 6 to 9 months because the stock market's pricing this good news in. However, perhaps, you never know, maybe stocks go down September next year, but the data's still good. But the stocks will be pricing in the next 6 months coming out. So maybe September, yeah, I'm just guessing, right? Let's say stocks go down next year some point. Let's say it goes up and up and up and then you go bang like this, something happens. There won't be bad data there. It'll just start to turn. And then you'll see the bad data come out in 2026, but the stock market will bottom on the bad data, same as crypto. And that's where everyone's going to do the same thing that they did in 2022. They're saying, we can't go down. We're still in a recession. And then I'm going to be making my videos and everyone's going to come out like, no, Tommy, we can't go up because it's in a recession. I'm like, Habib, the stock market's forward pricing. We've been through this thousands of times. You don't invest by today, you invest by tomorrow, which is the 12 months from now, right? Now, we've got to align ourselves, friends, with everything in terms of, we know memes. You evolve from a Squirtle, which is a meme, to a war turtle, which is a cult. You evolve from a war turtle, then you have a religion, okay? PulseChain is a neo-religion, okay? It's just evolved to Blastoise. Just the market hasn't woken up to it yet. They are still pricing it like a celebrity token. It's funny. Friends, I make so many videos. I have to let the world know. You don't call yourself a cult, bro. Where's your 15-year staking lockup? Where's your tattoos? Where's your 2 conferences? Where's your 72 streamers? Okay, these cultists are so passionate, they dox all their faces, man. So it's cute more, it has all these Solana, bizarre word things, but this is a level no one has ever in this world ever seen, by the way. This is PulseChain PLS, and by the way, it's still cheap. Hasn't even flipped green on the weekly super trend yet. But maybe, friends, perhaps, maybe we're going to get a court pump. Shout out to the baby doll. Someone called this on Twitter. I think it was actually genius, friends. I just want to give you credit. That's mad. I'll just call it the court pump. The court pump. Just do it. Just do it. Send the message. That'd be funny. Now, remember, PulseChain and meme coins, friends, and the stuff we know. You have PIKA on PulseChain, DickWifButt, all these other things. I'll quickly have a look at them now. We've got many, many, many more, right? They don't have token unlocks, right? They don't. They don't have token unlocks. They don't have any of these secret VCs. It's just literally a community. And look at the bar. We're talking about a cum rocket flipping as well. That's funny. So even if I just show you now PIKA, It's around 9 million market cap as well. There's going to be more, friends. Don't worry. I mean, like these, yeah, maybe, who knows? Maybe it has to do the whole oh, no, we're going to go down forever. No, no. They do all the same thing, man. I don't know. Squiggly line mode. Be careful waiting too long, though. This is, friends, we're literally at the end game of the cycle. If it's a 4-year cycle, we're literally completing year 3. It's just like the up-only part. There's no buying lower lows. It's not. Now, and you get rewarded just by throwing yourself in because you sit through a dip, crash 50, 60, 70%, but then it bounces back quickly and everyone gets addicted to that until we reach some sort of euphoric point. So please make a distinction of that compared to, look at these token unlocks coming, man. By the way, friends, I still love paid. I still love VVV Launchpad. Still trying to do the ICOs. It's just, I don't know, man. They're really expensive, bro. They're really, guys, the coins are too expensive. Like, retail's not as stupid as you think. Like, friends, they're calling cheap valuations. Your ICO entry is 200 million market cap. That's your ICO, man. And that's really cheap. They're like, oh, it's guaranteed 1 billion. I don't know, man. Like, I'm looking around. Maybe I'll participate, friends. I'll show stuff. If something really tickles me and tickles you in a nice way, very family-friendly way, we'll think about it, man. Like, but it's got to hit. It's got to hit. Like, maybe Clip Finance. Oh, DeFi AI has to hit. But it's tough, man. Look at all these token unlocks coming, by the way. Look at all these unlocks coming. My gosh, all these unlocks. WorldCoin, Arbitrum, Axis, Igon, Starkware. Oh, my gosh. Cardano has an unlock. I didn't know. But it's only 0.05%. This is nothing, right? Look at this big supply unlock. Axis has 6% supply. Igon, 6%. Arb, 2%. My gosh. You see all these unlocks, friends? That's why they're doing them, man. By the way, look at the value of him. 80 million, 80 million, 30 million, 20 million, 17 million. Man, who's going to soak up these bids? I know who's going to soak up the bids, friends. Friends, their strategy is not community growth. Their strategy is get listed on Binance, get listed on Cuckbase, get listed on Bybit, and then use OTC orders and market makers to just dump on retail who don't know any better. That is their strategy. I'm not joking. And they just say, oh, but everybody does this to the market. Okay, bro. Everybody does this to the market. Look, in my life, I have seen things go very bad for people when they assume everybody else is stupid. Okay? I've seen things go bad. They end up being top buyers. They end up getting things wrong. People are not silly willies, okay? If there is information out there which is counter to them being silly, they'll learn it and they'll adapt to it. People know. We have observed them in 2024. Why are they buying memes and cults? Why? I've given you the answer. Because it fixes every single fear you have in crypto. Now, first is fear of FOMO, which is the green candle, but everybody's lying to you. How do we solve for that? We say you're early, you're early, you're early. Everybody says you're early. Oh, you're early to Cardi B's token. They're dumping on you, whatever. But you're early to Bitcoin. Everyone just says they're early. Okay, sweet. What about the next part? The next part is fear of red candles. Fear of abandonment. How do we solve for that? Well, you can't solve for that in a VC coin. You have no proof of cult. I call it POC. You have no proof of cult, man. Hex survived minus 99%. You have an army of shillers. Have you seen Tobi's Moustache? Have you seen Dr. Hexologist's gloves? They've been a lot of places, okay? These people are still going to be here in the community. They are not abandoning. 99% down couldn't kill them. You get it? They're literally not abandoning. So that gives you more edge, more alpha, more of a competitive advantage compared to just some other new, wet ass cat. I'm a Cardi B. Wow, look at me. You see that? Literally the woman who literally come out on media saying, I will rob men blindly and I'll enjoy it. Okay, dude, there's a special place in hell for you. You're a cockroach gut scum, okay? So for the rest of us, we understand these memes, these cults. It's community. It's people who they've solidified the bonds of the network. They're really, really, really strong, okay? Compare that to like the 15th Chinese Peppy Cat coin on Solana. It's just going to hit differently. You know it's going to hit differently, friends. It's going to make them want to promote when you need them to. So you need them to just, friends, the number one sin in crypto, what do I say, is abandonment. You can't abandon. Why? Because there's going to be cycles. There's going to be liquidity injections in the crypto for the next 10, 20, 30 years as long as they keep printing money, and they have to, okay? So if you aren't there with the megaphone and you've abandoned, when Bitcoin eventually goes up 2027, 2028, if you're not there to tell people about it, you die. You die a cold death. The other megaphones overpower you. You see? We're still in a blue ocean industry so far, okay? So, but you get the point. On the topic of dumpers as well, friends, I have some bad news from Mr. Beast. Now, you know Mr. Beast, so someone has found his wallet. Mr. Beast, man, this guy's popularity's peaked. I'll tell you now. He has been dumping $10 million of ICO coins. He dumped on me. By the way. I went and checked all the coins. They were all the Poker Starter launches from 2021. A lot of you know about them. I heard about a lot of that stuff from like Coach K. He was on Crypto Banter show. Oh my gosh, I made one post, friends. It was literally everything, friends. These things were so bad. They didn't dump 90%. They dumped 99.9%, all of them, down to zero. Man, disgusting. So, an investigation has found that Mr. Beast market sold many coins minus 90%. He just ruling charts. He just like bang, bang, but it's just total grifting. Okay, they found these wallets, so he made a leak somewhere. Shout out to Soma XBT who did it. One project he did was Elio Trades' super token. So Mr. Beast put a 100K entry and then he dumped $9 million worth. But I think if I remember for some super, I think a lot of people could have gotten in. It was just a big mania, friends. But I know Elio Trades might have some controversy there, but I'm just telling you, I think I somehow got into that super thing as well. And it was just one big mess, dude. It was all like, they're all doomed to just, it was sad. Mr. Beast, right? So he was involved in his Poker Starter IDO projects. Look at this. So these coins, ShopX, Split, PMON, Jigstack, all of these, friends are just, yeah, man, it was just so bad. I'm wondering if there was some like accusations of like child abuse and stuff. I'm wondering if those circulations around there have made people like dig into him more. Oh man, it's wild. So this is it. Low tech, so he's accused. So this is Soma's investigation. You see all the wallets. He found all of them. All these out here. He allegedly made over $10 million, and he has other influencers. Oh, look at these, man. Oh, yeah, promote. Look, they all got given. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Friends, I can't. We're not gonna let things of the past and all these other names. I'm not gonna let them get us down. They can't. We're here to win, man. Playing to win. You don't worry about any of that, and you can't. They're a well-oiled megaphone machine. Okay, they tell people what they want to hear. They already have a large followers, and they get sponsored, and they shill all the stuff. Okay, they have teams and networks. They have employees to pay. So these people and the names you see and all the shillings, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. All I can do is instead of just focusing on the back, I'm gonna say, hey, guess what doesn't have VC coins? Guess what doesn't have big fat unlocks? That's why it really is. It's important. Look, I believe, this is going to be very controversial to say, I believe the crypto industry needs meme coins to take over to cleanse the whole industry. I believe that, okay? I believe if meme coins go to 100 billion market cap, if we do see that, I can come out here, spin my helicopter hat and say, all you DeFi, gaming, poker start, all these other khara, this is a response to you. The people have spoken. You have been grifting for far too long. This is a response to you from the market saying that you have no product market fit because you are telling everybody you're going to build amazing code. You don't build anything, you dump. And people say we're going to build amazing friendships and community. Okay? I think that's going to happen, friends. And I think the crypto industry needs it. It needs it. But when it happens, all those people are going to say it's the end of times. No, it's not the end of times. It's the market cleansing itself. It's self-healing process. And now I just want to switch gears quickly back to some news as well, friends. I saw this. I just want to give this a bit of a mention. Kamala Harris wants to give $20,000 loan for black entrepreneurs. And I said, this truth is stranger than fiction. Now, when I saw it, I'm like, no way, that's real. Oh, it's real. It's real. I mean, like, friends, I don't want to do that social political commentary stuff because it's all useless, but I've never seen more racist things in my life appear than from this one side of this political sphere saying, only my color's allowed, not yours. What's going on? What's going on? How can you imagine Donald Trump came out and said $20,000 loan for white entrepreneurs? I think basically that said everything for itself. Now, speaking of entrepreneurs, how about an alien entrepreneur named Lord Vitalik? Lord Vitalik, friends, because I live in the future, I'm going to put on my glasses for him. We're going to mog the non-believers, okay? I think Vitalik is going to mog the non-believers. You want to know why? Look, this is friends, look, you only market people when like you've been deep down into the markets. You can truly understand what I'm about to say. Everybody's about to get wrecked because they're underexposed. Why? Well, I have the ETH BTC chart here, friends. Look at this. Crypto banter. You know how crypto banter, so Randy Boost said, this is the end of Ethereum, sold all his ETH. We get it down there. Okay, that's number one. Uniswap. So Uniswap, they're leaving Ethereum. And actually, shout out to my baby doll friend, Mr. Latin Crypto. He thought I was pulling his leg. Okay, no, bro, they're moving off. They're actually making Unichain. And he's like, you backstabbing POS? Yeah. However, it's going to be an optimism stack, but we're just a layer 2, guys. We're actually Ethereum friendly. Come on, bro. Oh, well. Look, when I saw these articles, I was flooded with mid-curver approaches to this. As soon as I saw it, I go, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be such a great story for Ethereum bottoming where the bottom is actually marked by Uniswap leaving the chain? You know, by the way, that's happened many times in crypto. Someone leaves chain and then that ends up going, okay? Uniswap, bearish for ETH. Unichain launch damages Ether's value, experts say. I don't think you're an expert, dude. I don't think you know anything. That doesn't do anything to me and my conviction whatsoever. And I've written here, it would be actually funny, friends. I'm not joking. I think the generational bottom is on the cards. This is the actual generational ETH BTC bottom right here. So Uniswap, right, they've announced they're leaving the chain. They can make a Unichain. And here's the thing. They want everyone to migrate the liquidity over. So they believe over time it'll happen. It might take longer than you think, man. Like, friends, we've seen, like, it's really hard to get people to move on ETH mainnet. My gosh, it's really hard. Now, I think all the mid-curvers are going to be wrong. I think they are. Because they don't understand why people hold the token. They think Uni leaving is going to have less demand for ETH of the utility part, which is true momentarily. And then they believe that it's going to lower people's wanting to hold ETH. Because, it's doing less buy and burn effect of ETH with the merge. People need to hold less gas. So now they can just go to Unichain. Friends, that's a DeFi mid-curve trap. We already know from utility stocks, which I want to show you. Oh, man, I've actually just made it right now. I might have to make another full video on this. What I'm about to show you, this is, and I'll give you literally it's highest value content in crypto. I'll spin the helicopter hat just to remind you. Like and subscribe, share with your friends and family. This chart is utility index divided by S&P 500, okay? So if this chart goes down, utility is weak. If it goes up, it's strong. Utility, friends, has been going down for a long time as technology and Tesla and Amazon have come out. Look at this, utility. Then you think, what's utility? Water companies, electricity, some basic food stuff. I don't know what's in there. Just utility, things you need. You're like, wait a minute. If we need them and there's infinite demand, why the hell is it going down? Well, it's because mid-curvers just don't get it, friends. You see, mid-curvers, they're too scared to invest. So it's a mid-curve trap. So they want to buy a coin that people are forced to buy. That's why they want to buy it. They're only looking at something like, they want this coin sits in the middle, just like a stock. Like, people have to buy, they have to drink water, they have to have food, they have to have energy and electricity. Sweet, I'm going to buy the company. You underperform everything. So what we've found with humans is, with marketing, messaging, communication, with network value, which we have in crypto, all these assets, right? With a lot of this effort, you can generate way more demand in people's minds than what they actually need. You can. I mean, perfect example, Louis Vuitton bag, hammer. Louis Vuitton bag, $5,000. Hammer is only $5, okay? How did Louis Vuitton bag get to $5,000, friends? They generated demand, right? What did they do? The marketing over time, who they allow to buy the bags, the fashion show week, all these other weird stuff that they do. Okay, so all these other things that they do that it just doesn't hit me. I don't know. All these they let only the hot, super sexy, the tall, the hot girls wear the bags only, right? And they keep the prices high. You get it? You get it? So yes, the demand of that I need this thing is very low, man. It's very, very low. So you're looking at it from this perspective. Now I've given you new life to how you approach crypto going to bull market. Like, wait a minute. Oh, I need this thing. No. I want. Things that you want, you be like, once you have all your needs, it's pretty hard to do that. Now, here's the thing. If you've got nothing and everything's starving, okay, sweet. You're going to peel off people's faces just to eat and have a meal. All right, sweet. But we're going to live in that world. That's why people with gold, friends, see people who have gold, like a gold maxi, they are traditionally seen as like an ultimate doomer because they think the world's going to crumble, you have nothing, and they must have the gold. And everyone, people who are long stocks, they get the argument. They just don't think it's going to happen. They just don't think we're going to crumble to zero. So that's why gold people are like, you're going to be begging me for my gold because nothing you have is worthless. You're going to be like buying cigarettes and shotgun ammo. That's what it is. And then everyone's like, look, man, we get the argument for gold. We understand that. We just don't think the world is going to just enter a state where everyone is like, relying on the next 72 hours to just, eat bread and stay alive. I also want to speak more about this Ethereum, friends, because of the consensus here. I made this thread here. Most mainstream influencers, they have removed ETH from their blue chip stack. They are only holding BTC and Sol. And I know this as this is a classic trap. Aren't you glad you got a friend like me? So it used to be BTC ETH. Then they added Sol. Now ETH is so down, they've removed the ETH part. Now it's just BTC and Soy, pretty much. And now what they say is they go, well, if the market goes, that's their thinking. I know they're thinking, man. They said if the market goes down, Bitcoin dominance is going to go up and they win. But if the market goes up, then Sol will be leverage on ETH, which is true. There is a bit of an issue though, friends. Markets are a moving target. And you have been running up. Look at this, man. You have been running up from the bottom. You're up for almost 2 years. By the way, it literally has been running on and on and on for like 427 days. Now, here's the thing, man. I really do hope for this. I want everyone to win. Yeah, I hope this thing goes up and it does something like that and it goes up. But just be careful with a lot of these moves, man. Just be careful because everyone's long the same trade. They're all long for the leverage play. All of them. Now, you might say, wait a minute, but Somi, people are long PulseChain for leverage on slingshot leverage on ETH, like you said. Yes, but Habib, PulseChain is contrarian. No one's long with us. Do you get it? Raoul Pal has over 1 million followers. Crypto Banza has over 1.08 million subscribers. Congratulations to them, doing very well as well. Everyone's long Solana for the same reason. Friends, do you think your friend Somi is going to be spinning his helicopter hat and being bullish if I had 1 million followers who have been telling people to hold Pulse for the past 9 months this year, and we're up here? I'll be like, dude, this thing can crumble any second. I'll be honest. Now, it depends how high it is and how much it's moved, right? So that's what it comes down to. Remember, markets are a moving target, friends. They don't just stay still for you to do these perfect investments and stuff. That's why I believe there's a 90% chance ETH BTC has bottomed here, the generational bottom. Actually, you can have fun. Right here, this is the ETH BTC chart. Let's actually look at it. I've just drawn this. Why have I drawn this? Because I feel like this third cycle is going to disappoint. It stays here. And then in the next fourth cycle, it's going to be a shallow bear. And then it might do some great things as I do sharding. By the way, friends, live, as I've been recording here, I think there's been a big splash up in Bitcoin. Let's actually have a look now on one of the exchanges. Wow, yes, let's look at it. It actually, this is on Bybit, actually on another exchange here. So this one's on Coinbase. It happened so fast. You can see it right here. It's starting to shoot up. On Bybit, friends, I'll show you. This is the chart right now. I know you can't see. Let's actually put it on a 1 minute. Somebody just spiked up Bitcoin through 67,000. Okay, the future's actually trading higher. So yeah, there's been a big splash up on Bybit. Friends, this is what happens, man. There are people in short positions as Bitcoin and Ethereum go up, mostly Bitcoin. There are people that short, and then it's grinding and grinding and grinding. And the first people who realize they're wrong, they just get out. There's no liquidity, and they're going to start splashing it up, and that's going to cascade these things to the top. So, man, what I've just spoken to you about, I've been waiting 3.5 years for that moment again. It's such a rare moment in history, but that constant attacking of the offers, we call them attacking the offers up. that happening, that is the start of the bull, but you welcome in the beginning of the end. It doesn't end so fast, but hey, we're getting closer, friends. We're getting closer to the friendship. We need Russell 2000 to keep complying. I need you to keep believing, because I believe. Now, friendship, like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.